Hello, this is Greg with LocalSip, and today I'm going to walk you through creating and editing your LocalSip drink list. So to begin with here, I've got three tabs open in my browser, and I'm using Google Chrome. That's our recommended browser. And the first one here is my actual LocalSip drink list. And to get to this, I just simply go to https api.localsip.co/my API key. And your API key will be emailed to you within 24 hours upon signup. But on this page is a starter page that every new instance of LocalSip will receive, and it has some placeholders here with just examples of how you might add your breweries or even wineries and cideries and distilleries into your drink list. And in addition to this tab, I also have my actual LocalSip login page, and this is the page I'm going to use to log in and edit my LocalSip instance. And this page is located at https api.localsip.co/wp-login.php. That's a long URL to get to. There's an even simpler way to get there. And the easiest way to do that is just go to localsip.co, go over here to resources, and go down to edit your LocalSip, and that'll bring you to that same login page. From your login page, you're going to want to enter in your username or email address and your password. And these are going to be emailed to you within 24 hours of sign up. So I'll go ahead and enter those now and log into LocalSip. Upon logging in, I'm now in my LocalSip dashboard. And from here, I can create and edit the content of my LocalSip instance. So I've got this LocalSip list container here. And right in the middle, I've got this box titled Content Boxes. And when I hover over it with my mouse, I get these available options to me. But the content boxes are going to correspond with these content boxes over here for your LocalSip list. Now if I want to edit those, I'm going to go over to these, hover over them, and I've got four options. The option on the right here is to delete the list. You probably don't want to do that. Next option here is to save the list. Now this is into a library. So if you ever want to save a list and reuse it for a future date, you could do that. Like if you had drink specials during a certain time of the year or something else like that and you didn't want to recreate the list, you could just save a multitude of lists. This one here is to clone a list. If you're going to have multiple lists on a page that are different, you could do that as well. But this option right here is going to be the one you're going to use most of the time, and it's titled Element Settings. It's got a picture of a pen here, and think of it as an edit button. So we're going to go ahead and click on this to edit our LocalSip instance, and it's going to bring up our content box editor. Now within the content box editor, on the left-hand side here, I've got all of the drinks listed that correspond with here. So I've got Elysian Brewing, Stone Brewing, Sierra Nevada. You can see those as well right here. 1, 2, 3, Elysian, Stone, and Sierra Nevada. On the right-hand side, these are the settings that correspond to the visual layout of my LocalSip list. So for example, right now we have it set to a default of 3 columns. But let's say you wanted it to actually be spread across 4 columns on your LocalSip list. We'll just expand that to 4. Hit save. And in the upper right hand corner here, we always got to hit our update button. We'll click update. And once it's finished updating, we'll go back to our LocalSip list here, hit refresh, and now we've got a 4-column layout instead of a 3-column layout. It's really that simple. Now let's actually edit some of the content that we have on our LocalSip list. So again, we've got placeholders here. We've got a few solid examples with Elysian, Stone, and Sierra, but the rest of these are really generic placeholders to help you easily create content. Let's say, again, we're going to go to the edit button here. Let's say we don't serve Elysian Brewing, and instead we want to replace that with Sam Adams. So let's go ahead, and on the right here, we've got this edit button again. It's that pen, that same pen icon. We're going to click edit, and we're going to change the title from Elysian Brewing to Sam Adams. Scroll down a little bit here. We've got our icon image of Elysian Brewing, and we're going to want to change that. We're going to want to change that to an icon for Sam Adams. So let's go ahead and click this edit button located right below the edit the icon image. And it opens up our media library. Within the media library, we've got icons for a variety of wineries, distilleries, cideries, and of course breweries. And we're adding more every day. So the first thing you can do is search for the icon you're looking for. And you can search by state or country. So I would recommend the state. And you can search by the name of the producer. So in this case, it's Sam Adams, or it might be Elysian, or it might be Miller Coors, or something along those lines. So we'll just type in Sam. There it is. By just typing in Sam, I've come up with the Sam Adams icon. I'm just going to click on it to select it. So I've got it selected. And then down here in the bottom right-hand corner, it says Insert into Page. Click Insert into Page, and we've changed our icon. Now we want to change the description a little bit to match what we're actually serving. And down here, if you keep scrolling, we've got our content box content. So Dragon's Tooth Stout, we're going to change that to Boston Lager. And we need to change the information to correspond as well. So this is a 5% alcohol, and the IBUs are 30. Let's say we don't serve a growler for Sam Adams Boston Lager, and our pint price is only $6, and we'll do a schooner of it for $4. And down here at the bottom right, click Save. Click Save again. And the upper right-hand corner here, just go ahead and click Update. And just like that, we've now changed the Elysian Brewing option to Sam Adams. So I'll hit refresh on the page, and there's our updated LocalSip item. Go back here to the editor. Again, I'm going to click this Edit button. Let's say I want to change the order of these. Changing the order is very simple. It's just a matter of drag and drop. So let's say I wanted Stone Brewing to be first instead of Sam Adams. I just use my mouse to click on it and hold it and just pull it up. And now it's the first beer. We click Save and Update. And we'll go back to our list, hit refresh. And now Stone Brewing is listed first and Sam Adams is listed second. Let's say we have multiple offerings from a single brewery, and rather than creating a new icon or a new entry for every single one, it might be easier to clone some of that. So instead of the edit item, you might want to choose the clone item. So if we click clone, it'll create a new entry right below it. So now instead of Sam Adams being number 3, we have Stone Brewing at 1 and 2. And this number 2 here is the one we just cloned. And it is identical to the one above. So if we want to edit that to change it to be something else, so Stone Brewing, we've already got our image in there. The content box content, Ruination IPA. Let's change that to the Arrogant Bastard Ale. And we'll change this. We'll edit that content. Let's say, there we go. We'll hit save and save again and update. And once it's finished updating, let's go back to our page, make sure we have the change. There you go. We've got the first 2 entries here for Stone Brewing. First one is Ruination IPA. The second one is Arrogant Bastard Ale. If I go back to my editor here, again, I'm going to click on this edit icon to get to my drink list. Let's say we only offer 15 beers. We don't offer 22 beers. So I just simply need to click this delete item until I get it down to the right number. And now we've got 15 beers instead of the 22 that were in there. So I'll hit save, and update. When the page is done loading, I'll go over here and refresh. And our list has gone from 22 beers to 15 beers. Thanks for watching. Please send us an email with any questions or comments.